The first is Craig Percoco, missing the perfect entry. Traffic and lag cost everything.
All right, so I'm looking here at trade number 3 potentially. What I like to look at sometimes for an RSI is something called a divergence. Notice how we have price sitting here, lower RSI, lower price action, higher RSI. That's indicating a potential change. If this candle closes, we could enter here on this fair value gap and play this trend break to the upside. So I'm going to go ahead and put my order in. So this candle basically just closed, which is confirming that that is a fair value gap. So now let's see if we can get filled. All right, we're in. So let's see now if this divergence is going to play forward, if we can get any momentum to the upside. All right, trying to play the reversal, just keep getting stopped out. I'm going counter trend. So
The second is Alex Gonzalez Trades, trading frustration, the slowest trade of the week. Why price action stalls.
And it literally landed right smack on the middle. And I feel like it's having some type of effect on me because the fucking market is not fucking going in my favor. And we are not going down. This is fucking annoying. Like, come on, dude. I mean, I said it was gonna have a wick fill. It technically had a wick fill, right? It had a very nice wick fill. But damn, man. Come on, man. Come on, man. USD CHF never had the pullback. See, bro, this shit always fucking happens, bro. The trade that I basically took first, which was this trade right here. I get dated, it comes back, gives me the entry that I need. Can I help you? I'm doing a video right now, dude. Yes. Bro, I hate when they put their ass in your face, man. It's like, bro, that shit's nasty. You put your ass in my face. Like the one that I was literally to have the entry signal, it happened. I didn't take it because it was a higher risk trade. Well, it not higher, it was a higher risk trade. And then look at that, bang! This could have been all the way up to 1 to 3 right now. The perfect trade setup, the one that I took, not only is it taking forever, but barely makes it to a 1 to 2. I think this is now going to retest this and reject this. It looks very, very, very clean for that to happen. I would love for the daily candlestick to close with a bigger bearish body. If it closes with a bigger bearish body, I see the next day just completely following through. But not really much other I can do than set and forget. This didn't give me the pullback to the extent that I wanted, so not much that I can do here. GBP USD just kept going down. AUD CHF, I think this could sell, but I'm not really interested in this. Euro AUD nothing this week, this one nothing, and then this one nothing. So for now, just basically continuing to hold the GBP AUD. This is not what I want to see. What I do like is that the 4-hour did create a new lower low. So this is the new lower low below this low. This is the lower high. This is the new lower low. Looks like we're retesting this area before having another push to the downside. We just have to respect it. This is a minor 4-hour area of interest. I anticipate for it to be respected, but you know, you really never know. Wow. Ethereum went back under 4,000. What the fuck is going on? What the fuck is going on? Damn, I'm basically back at break even with my Solana. Did I enter Solana at the beginning of the year? Over here. I went into some massive drawdown. A little bit of profit, back into some massive drawdown. Ethereum, same thing. I entered way over here. Massive drawdown. Now, I mean, we're up on Ethereum, but I might buy some more Ethereum right now. So, let's see. But at GBP AUD, I will continue to hold. Not much that I can do right now. So, let's set and forget. Fucking set and fucking yo, this is the shit that I'm talking about right here.
The third is Ross Cameron, the 50% stock drop when private placement destroys gains.
So kind of grinding out some smaller wins on this one right now. Thanks, Matt. Appreciate that. So Carlos, we reserve that for Warrior Pro students because I agree it is very helpful and it's part of strategy. Almost like a very tiny 1 minute head and shoulders. Oh, that's 5. Yikes, look at KTTA, son of a gun. Right? That's exactly what I was afraid of yesterday. That's exactly what I was afraid of. That just dropped 50%, almost 50%. So, yeah. Now that's news this morning on this. So $30 million private placement priced at premium to the market under NASDAQ rules, $3.50 a share. Low on BFRI there was actually 5. Good job if anyone got that. Yep, essentially. Secondary offering. So I still made money on it yesterday, but definitely gave back some gains.
The fourth is Trader Nick. A break below the 50 WMA could crash Bitcoin 66%.
Over here, and it did not work out, but let me explain why I'm trying again here on the long side of Bitcoin, despite this daily chart looking a little ugly. I've changed my view here on Bitcoin to the weekly time frame, and I've applied some moving averages with my template here on TradingView. Basically, the 20, the 50, the 100, and 200 weekly moving average are on the screen. Now, I know that's a little bit longer term. This is definitely not a day trade or a scalp or anything. I'm talking about a bigger picture move on Bitcoin prices. We have recently seen multiple weeks of selling on Bitcoin and have now come into contact with a critical level of past support, the 50-week moving average. Scrolling back in time, what you can see here is that in recent history, in the last few years, I should say, we have seen this area act as very strong dynamic level of support. Each time the 50-week moving average has been retested, we have seen a very strong reaction from bulls. However, this is kind of make it or break it, in my personal opinion, for Bitcoin. The last time we broke and closed below the 50-week moving average, things got ugly fast. Let me show you. We're looking back at November in 2021. You can actually see we were also holding dynamic support very well here around the 50-week moving average. But then when we broke and closed beneath that 50-week moving average, it led to a massive decline in Bitcoin prices. In fact, the decline was from the close below. We had a 66% move lower in the price of Bitcoin. So it got ugly pretty quick. However, for the most part, price has responded really positively from this area for bulls in history. So I think the 50-week moving average is pretty make it or break it for Bitcoin. And so I've decided to take a small long position with a stop loss below the prior swing low. So essentially, if we break and fail here, this is a trade, and I will very quickly admit that I was wrong with this idea and cut it for a small loss. If, however, we get an end-of-year rally, which I think is possible for Bitcoin, this could end up being a really nice risk-to-reward setup.
The fifth is Josh G. Traffic and lag. How external chaos ruins a perfect trade.
Right now, not gonna lie, guys, because I literally had this entry here to perfection, and it hurts. It really hurts looking at this. Obviously we had these equal levels, so here this would be the first bit of partials, but I think we can target the upside really. I think we can now just go grab the other high. It kind of breaks my heart looking at this right now, because I was driving, so I've been stuck in like a whole hour traffic. It's been crazy, and I saw this, and I was just looking at my phone, and I saw this on my phone, and I was trying to load the page up quickly, and then it lagged, and as it refreshed, boom, it tapped it and gave this fucking beautiful candle. And literally it was exactly like this. Obviously there's no way for me to prove it to you, unfortunately, so you're gonna have to take my word for it or don't. It doesn't bother me. What bothers me is that fucking pisses me off that's gone, because now the highs are most likely going to get taken now, in my humble opinion. When I look at this, obviously we had that manipulation, but now it's going to be relatively equal highs, isn't it? It's going to be a nice draw, and it's going to be seen as nice resistance. So yeah, pains me to watch this go.